everybody.
What's going on?
What's up, Josh? How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. I am doing well. It's been a bit of...
What are we up to tonight?
Well, we're going to talk about all the Halloween stuff going on here in Orlando and even up there in Virginia. But yeah, so let's say hi to everybody. Samantha Lowe, how are you? October Lacey, hey. Frank Muller, hey. Craig's Robotics, Mr. Cruise Fever, Magical News Live. Nick, I just saw you on Genstream, actually. I just saw you guys ride Space Mountain.
What a good ride.
Yes, for sure. David Green. Oh, look, it's Cruise with Josh. Hey, Cruise with Josh. How are you? Thanks for coming.
Hello.
Matthew Conklin and Helcom. What is up, everybody? Don Ash Sr., Zachary Taylor, Alex, Natalie.
Oh, it's our favorite ALJ.
That's why I said Alex. Well, it's Alex.
Oh, that's right.
She
that's
said,
right.
I was going to say ALJ, but the correct form is Alex.
Yeah, the correct name is Alex. Now we've been informed as of last week.
We've been kind of butchering it, so we're
sorry.
Oh my gosh, Brandon McGruger, what's up? All right, I have to just say, let's just say I'm happy that it's Wednesday because we're halfway through the week, and it's been a crazy week.
It's been a crazy week for sure. It has.
It's a lot of people. Yeah. So, to kind of talk about like the elephant in the room, Disney laid off 28,000 cast members, unfortunately. So, it's just been a crazy week.
Yeah. I think that was a big blow to whether you're a Disney person or a cruise person like myself or just a travel industry person, or maybe you're just somebody that is following along with all of the unfortunate business closures and job layoffs. And that was a big one. That was a big hit. I was genuinely like 28,000 people.
Yeah.
Like, just boom, gone. That's it. That's a big number.
Yeah, Alex says there's so many things to talk about. There is. And, I don't want to talk too many, politics or anything. So but I wanted to address, that we're thinking about all the cast that lost their jobs during this, and everyone that got furloughed and laid off. It's really unfortunate situation that's happening. Yeah. But it will get better, and as Disney said, keep moving forward. So that's what.
Yeah. Oh, Peter, daggone it! You could have wrote the speech. You could have wrote the speech to fire these people.
Oh my gosh, David Green, thank you so much for the 1990.
Yay! That's awesome.
Catch your live vlog the other day. I enjoyed seeing Disney Springs. Thanks for sharing. Yes, I liked bringing you guys there. At first, Disney Springs post-COVID was kind of a hot spot because it was not maintained well. Like, people were not wearing masks, and it was in bad shape. But it's gotten a lot better. So
great.
It was nice to be back there. But thank you so much for that super chat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and look, I have my Together Again shirt. This is the shirt, and like they actually sold like a whole bunch of them. This is the shirt that they sold on the day that Disney like reopened, and yeah, and they have them in like pink and teal and everything. And the funny thing is,
that is very nice.
Right, but now here's the funny thing: they said that they were one day only. So the eBayers came that day and they bought all of them. They were on eBay for like hundreds of dollars.
Right,
and then they still have them. They're still in the stores today, 3 months later.
Oh no!
They're still at Disney. Yeah, they're still there.
Oh, so I wonder if
they weren't a one day only thing.
Yeah, well, I wonder if they just didn't meet their sales quota with them.
But yeah, and funny story about this shirt. I actually have 3 sizes of the same shirt, and this is the small, which is why it's kind of hugging me. It's very, very tight.
Why do you have 3 sizes?
Because at first the medium sold out, and then I wanted which I am a medium, so I needed
right,
and they sold out. So I had to get a small because the large was like a night shirt. So this is the small that I got. Then the next day they restocked all the shirts. And I was like, well, I really wanted the medium. So I ended up getting the medium. And then,
gosh. They wouldn't let you return the small?
Well, I'd wore it the day before, the day that we got there. Like, we all wore it the day of.
Okay.
And then I have a large because my friend Mitch thought that I needed a larger size, so he got me the large. But the large I'm actually sending to Reese over in England. So, I mean, that one's getting used at least. But
that's good.
Yeah, but I have 3 different sizes
of the same. They should have put like a little mask over Mickey Mouse's face or something. Like they should have drawn like a little face mask on him. But it's still cute.
He needs to have a mask like this.
Yeah, right. Just like that. Just like that.
Oh, your mom says that's my signature on my work email. That's awesome. Okay, that is one of my favorite quotes, honestly, that I would get like tattooed on my body is keep moving forward. And like with like little Disney ears above.
Peter, you don't have any tattoos, right? You don't have any tattoos. Yeah, you don't have any tattoos.
One, it would be keep moving forward.
That is nice. That's very nice.
That's a good quote. Oh my God, Maria's in here. Hey, Maria, that's my sister.
Hey, that is.
Oh my God, Shawana Creative Circle, $2 super sticker. Okay, I can't see it on here because
it's this. Look.
Oh, you have it? Okay, good. Oh, it says, hey. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you so much for this.
Very cute. Very, very cute.
Thank you. Lisa Hoyle, hello. Welcome. Reese. So Reese, actually, that's who I'm sending the large shirt to. So he's getting my large. So the large isn't really, being put to waste at least. So
Right.
But I decided to wear the small tonight because I can't find the medium or it's in the wash or something. So that's why it's like skin tight on me. But
it's all right. It's all right.
Maria says I'm procrastinating at work. Well, great. This is a great place to procrastinate.
Yeah, great. It
really is because we can all chat.
Maria, we're happy to get you fired today as well, love. Just keep procrastinating and you'll be there.
Maria said, are you giving away the small? I will take it. I'm wearing the small, so I don't think you would want it after this.
Yeah, it's not that kind of show tonight, Maria. It's not that kind of show.
But yeah, this is the small. I mean, I guess I could wash it if you really wanted it. I mean, I could wash it real well, but this is the small. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Todd had said that YouTube's having a problem with the chat that we noticed on streams earlier today, but it looks like it's working again.
Oh, gosh.
So it looks like we're back, I think, because that was a problem earlier. Hey,
what was going on with the chat?
I think it was freezing, and it wasn't loading up for like certain people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
Maria, did you see that?
Thrift shopping. Yeah.
No. Keep going. Oh, look who else is here.
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if I got fired.
But look who is 2 comments above that.
Am I not seeing something that you're seeing?
Yeah, Andrew Cabate! Oh, yeah, Scott's here too.
Andrew Cabate is here. Welcome. But, oh my God, Scott Wilson, $5 super sticker. Josh,
here it is.
Can you show me?
Oh, wrong way. There it is. How's it going with the little pear laying out?
It's going well.
Sprawled out.
It's going well, Scott. This is a great day to have these 2 shows back to back because Wednesday is over the hump and we made it. Start playing Friday, so I'm always in a good mood on Wednesday.
It's a locked up lineup tonight. So you've got Peter right now at 8:00. You've got Lolly the Loca because they couldn't do last night. They're doing 8:00. Hani's Hump Day Hangouts at 8:15, and then my show's at 9:00.
Yeah, and your show's going to be fiery.
Yes, my show is going to be good. We got some good stuff to talk about tonight.
Been firing up for this show, let me tell you.
No, it's good. I got good stuff to say. I mean, we got something to shoot the darts at, but I got some good stuff to say too. So yeah, it's gonna be a good show.
Brandon McGruger said, "Hey, I'm in your old stomping grounds. Just dropped off a load of Kraft cheeses at Kraft Distribution Center in Columbus, Ohio. Okay, how's the weather up there? It was cold this morning, and when I say cold, I mean 65 because I woke up and I was freezing because like the AC was blasting last night, and I was freezing. And this morning, I actually had like a cup of hot coffee, and I always do ice.
He does. Peter hates hot coffee.
This morning I did hot coffee because I was like,
I can picture Peter now, like guys, you know, Baby Yoda. That is like Peter. Like if you can imagine any sort of animated character, like when the thing's like bundled up and it's a little jacket, like that is Peter, like shuffling around his house to turn it. Oh, it's so chilly. Peter says that exact thing when did you say that? You said that I think we walked out cruise.
Sunrise. We were in Miami and it was
oh my gosh, that's right. We were in Miami, of all places, out on Miami Beach. Scott Wilson probably remembers this well. We were on Miami Beach, and Peter is wrapped up in a bath towel because he forgot his beach towels. He took a bath towel from the hotel. He's wrapped up in his bath towel, and he's going, "Whew, it's chilly." And guys, it's like 75 degrees on the beach.
But see, what I tell Josh and like other people is when you're used to like 95 to 105 with 100% humidity where it's like a sauna outside and then it drops, you're going to be cold. Because I didn't understand it too, like until I moved to Florida. I was like, okay, now I get, because throughout the whole year you're just used to this like hot weather. But yeah.
Good times. Good times.
The chat just loaded. I think it was lagging a little bit, but I think we're back.
Yeah, no, it was. I'm having to reload it myself.
Yeah, it just loaded up, so I think we're good. But yeah, I guess
YouTube.
Actually, Todd said it was out in most of Florida. Interesting. YouTube problems tonight.
Gosh. At least the stream's working.
At least the stream's working. Exactly. Matthew Conklin says, "Long night on YouTube tonight with good friends and family." That is so true. Wednesdays are fun.
It is.
Wednesdays are always fun.
It is.
Andres Senior says, "Light that fire."
That's right. Oh, you don't have a fire, do you?
If I had a fire, I would light it. I don't have a fire though.
Nice.
Yeah. Alex says, "Finally the weather is getting nice." Yeah, yes and no. I mean, I think once I get used to it, I feel like it's getting nice.
It was 65 this morning, but then what did it get up to today there?
Well, okay, overnight, it was like in the 50s overnight. When I got up morning at like 9, it was 65. But it dropped into the 50s overnight. But then, I mean, today the high was 79.
Oh, wow. So that's not bad. That's very nice, actually.
It's low 70s right now. So that's, yeah.
That's about what it was here, actually.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys, if I can't see your chat. I think it's like just stuck here. Let me see.
Yeah, the last thing I see is
Scott.
Scott says he was chilly.
Let me take a look here and let me see if it loads up on my phone differently. Oh, YouTube, you guys rock.
Isn't that fun?
Ann Hogan says, "I have a fall tree beside my fireplace and a candle lit, so it's nice." That's nice.
She does. When she went to the mountains 2 weeks ago, I decorated for her. She has like a little, I think it's like 3 feet, like one of those little 3 feet trees, 3 foot trees. No, she just made, but one little 3 foot tree. And so we take and decorate it like with fall leaves and little cones and pumpkins. It's cute. It's really cute.
Oh, that's cute. It's nice when people have like fall trees and they have a tree, like a Christmas tree for each season, basically. That's kind of cute.
Right. Now we don't do it for Easter and stuff, but
yeah.
Like put bunny rabbits in trees and stuff.
We see you, Maria. We see you.
I still don't see it. It's not working for me, but
I don't see
as
it
long
on
as it's working for you.
I don't see it on the actual app, but I see it in here. So I don't know. The chat's going a little wonky right now. So I'm sorry if we can't see your comment. October Lacey says 80 last night, 40 this morning. Where is that? Oh my
Yeah. Golly,
40,
you had a 40 degree
40
difference right
yeah,
there.
40-degree difference. Whew.
I was just telling Lauren, somewhere I am dying to get back to, and I bet the weather's really nice right now, is New York.
Ooh.
I would love to get back to New York. I often, Peter, reminisce on our first trip to New York.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I think one of my most favorite memories of our friendship is the night that me and you went to Times Square and
Yeah.
filmed that little promo. I mean, it was literally an all-night adventure, but oh my God, we just had so much fun. We left our Airbnb in Jersey at it was like 11 o'clock or something,
It was
right?
11:30, and I remember we got in the Uber, and the guy's like, "Oh, like where do you guys go?" We're like, "Oh, we're going to the city." And he looks at the time, and he's like, "Oh, starting late, huh?"
Yeah. And knowing Peter now, like I cannot even believe that you agreed to such an occasion. Like 11:30 and Peter, I literally had him out all night, guys. Like all night.
I think at that time I was running on no sleep from the whole day and like the whole trip to get over there, and I was like, "What's another few hours?" But then, you're right. Like it ended up being till sunrise the next morning that we were out until
We got back to the room at 6. It was like 6:50, I think.
Yeah.
Like we got back to
morning at 8.
At 9. At 9. We woke up at 9. So we went to bed at 6:50. I laid down. And we woke up at 9 and we were back in the city the entire but like that night, like we got to ride the subway all the way from Jersey over to the city. We ate New York pizza at 2:30 in the morning. It was like 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
We closed down the pizza place.
I don't even remember where we ate. It was like a hole in the wall. Like an actual hole in the wall.
I think it was like well known.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was a well-known hole in the wall, but it was a hole in the wall nonetheless.
Yeah,
it was so cool.
We were watching like the drunk people go through Times Square and just
yes, and then we like filmed that little promo.
Yeah,
and then we made our way back, and the thing is, we would have gotten back like an hour. I think it was like an hour and 15 minutes earlier.
Right.
Except for we missed the train by literally like 30, 45 seconds. Like as we're running up to the train, like the wheels start moving and it starts rolling down into the tunnel. I was like, no.
We're waiting for another hour for this train now.
And then we literally sat in that station for another hour because it was late at night, so there wasn't a lot running.
Right.
There's like 1 or 2 trains running. So
it's funny that you bring that up because literally yesterday I was going through and I was cleaning my computer. And I was going through like large files that I just need to like delete. And one of the files I came across was the Norwegian Breakaway tour. And I started watching it. Remember us touring the Breakaway?
Yeah.
That video, I guess, for when I filmed it on my phone and I sent it to you, it was still on my computer. And it was taking up like 20 gigs. So
wow.
And I started watching. I'm like, wow, what a great day this was. Like we had lunch for free. We got a whole tour of the ship.
Mm-hmm. It was such a good day. It was such a good day.
Oh my gosh. We were and I scrolled to the part like we were in the back on like the little outdoor club and like we're looking at all the buildings and everything, and it was like that brisk, cool air.
Oh,
it was
so nice. It was so nice. But I really loved that Airbnb. That Airbnb was very nice. I would stay there again.
I would too. I would 100%.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
It was very nice. I really enjoyed it.
For sure. All right.
Is your chat still frozen? Because my chat is still 100% frozen.
I'm seeing a little bit more chats pop up, but they're coming in like chunks. Like they're
okay.
I see Scott Wilson just popped up 49 here this morning. Oof. That is low. Lisa Hoyle, is the chat working? I can see it moving. I don't see what's weird is I see it come up in chunks. So I don't know. Like
the last thing that I have on my phone is Scott Wilson's pair.
That's what's weird because that's the last thing I have on my phone as well. But in StreamYard, it's loading.
Right, I can see
Yeah,
it more in streamer. That's
yeah.
so weird.
Frank Muller says, Josh, you need to come up to New York and I can meet you guys there. Only 30-minute train ride. Yes.
Oh, no, I really would. I was just, like I said, I was talking to Lauren. That's how that whole conversation started. I was talking to Lauren just before the stream. That's somewhere that when all of this has settled down a bit, that I really would love to get back to is New York.
Yeah.
I would love to get back up there.
Well, I'm heading there for Thanksgiving, and then I'll be there again for Christmas. So if you guys want Christmas, I'm there for like 2 full weeks basically. But like for Thanksgiving, I'm really only there for a weekend. But if you want, maybe come like like right after Christmas.
No, it's just going to depend on how the whole virus situation is.
Oh yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing too is being from Florida, I'm kind of shunned.
Yeah, you are. You're going to be shunned from the New Yorkers.
Yeah. So, wow, yeah. So Maria, my sister, T-minus 3 months till I'm in New York again. She's moving from California back to New York.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, she's almost a New Yorker again. That's awesome, Maria.
I don't know how this stream has become about New York, but since we're talking about it, I was watching an apartment tour the other day of New York, and I did not realize I knew that like apartments were ridiculous in New York City, but dang, wow, like $3,000 rent for this, like an apartment that's probably like the size of mine, maybe a little bit bigger.
Like a 1-bedroom, yeah.
Yeah, like I think this one was a 2-bedroom, but the bedroom, it was 8 feet by 7 feet by 9 feet. Yeah.
No.
8 by 7 by 9. Yeah. Like the dude that was doing the tour literally said, he was like, yeah, you probably won't fit a queen mattress in here. I was like,
you're paying $3,000 for it?
Paying $3,000 for this?
Oh my gosh.
Like, golly, let me become a landlord in New York City and just like, you don't have to, gosh. It was just ridiculous. I was like, well, never moving there.
No. Definitely.
It'd be nice to visit.
Yeah, no, and Frank said that there was 38 this morning. Wow.
Wow.
I do enjoy going back to visit for the holidays.
Yeah.
I have always said I don't like living in New York, but I like to visit and live someplace warmer climate. So I like being able to visit for the holidays where it's cold. So, but personally, I would never probably move back there.
Yeah, you kind of have like the best case scenario now. Like you can go up there, get your little snow fix, get your little cold fix, get your city fix, whatever. Say hello to the family, the friends, eat some turkey, get fat and happy, and then mosey on back down to Florida, lay out on the beach the next day.
Exactly. And that's what's great is like I love getting back on the plane where it's like 32 degrees in New York, and they're like, Orlando is a nice 77 degrees, and we'll be landing.
Yeah, you land there, and you've got palm trees outside that are blowing in the breeze, and
yeah. Oh, here comes the next chat. So the next group of chat just popped up.
Great, we can move on now.
Frank Mueller says, Josh, rent in New York City is absurd. You were living in their closet. Yeah, that's right. That is right. Maria said Corbin O Christmas. Yeah, so usually we have this giant Christmas party, which I don't know if it's even happening this year, but we'll see. But it's a lot of fun.
Right.
Yeah, for Maria coming from Cali, moving back to New York, it's definitely
that will definitely be an adjustment. Yeah.
But what's nice about Maria being on the East Coast now is she can come visit to Florida way easier.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So she'll come down to Disney, and we'll go to Disney, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Scott says I'm getting tired of having to wear pants.
We already talked about this. Most people wear pants. Okay, you cannot walk out of your house in your underwear, buddy. You can't do it.
Oh man! Hey, Cody P, what's up? How are you, Cody?
Hey.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just reading a message. It looks like YouTube's having an outage, and it says complaints all over Central Florida. So it looks like
what?
Interesting.
I don't know. Check down detector.
Yeah, see if it's just Florida. That's strange.
I hope so, because I got a show at 9 o'clock, and it better be back up by then.
Marie's going to convert to a Disney World. Yes, so she has been close to Disneyland. She had her pass and everything. So,
oh wow,
Disney World will be her home park. So that's cool. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the show title that we have tonight here.
Yes.
So let's talk about, first of all, Halloween Horror Nights Lite, which is what we went to a few weeks ago. It was at Universal. It's not the full Halloween Horror Nights event. It is the light version, which means that they have 2 daytime houses that are included with your ticket to the park. So you're basically getting a taste of, Halloween Horror Nights.
Right.
We went 2 weekends in a row, and honestly, we had a lot of fun. They handled it really, really well. I have some images from one of the houses here. Oh my gosh, Cody, thank you so much for joining the channel membership.
Hey!
Thank you so much. And actually, this is a great time. Thank you to all my channel members. Yes, thank you, especially to the ones down in the channel description for being in the top 2 tiers. Thank you, everybody, and thank you to you guys that are here every day and, supporting the channel and giving it a thumbs up, sharing it out. I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, so I have a few images, but I just want to warn everybody, they're kind of graphic because this is I think it's 13 plus, this event.
Yeah, 13. I would say probably 13
I think
plus,
that's what they say.
If anybody under 13, you may want to. Yeah.
If you have little ones, you may not want to.
Yeah.
But there's some pictures inside the haunted houses from, when we went that I found online. So this is just one of them. This is the actual facade for the Tooth Fairy house. You can see it's kind of like so the theme of this house is there's a kid that doesn't want to give up his tooth to the Tooth Fairy, which nobody knows why, because the Tooth Fairy gives you money, but the story is the kid doesn't want to give his teeth to the Tooth Fairy. But yeah, so this is like the facade when you walk in. And this is actually one of the scare actors, in like a bedroom scene. And if you could see here, there is plexiglass that is kind of separating him from the rest of the maze. And you'll see that.
Which is neat.
Yeah, it's definitely a different take on the houses. And if you see, it says, every child owes a debt. So again, this is going with the theme of like, you're supposed to give your teeth to the Tooth Fairy, and this kid didn't want to. So it's his fault that we have this maze. I'm seeing someone say chat's not working. I know. It's just a YouTube problem that's happening on all. Yeah,
it's on down detector. It's all over the place right now. So it seems like YouTube's experiencing a really bad issue with live chat right now.
Your chats are kind of loading up for me in a bulk. So just if I don't see it, just post it again. But yeah, so this is one of the images. The next one. So this is actually one of the kids, I think.
Ooh.
He's a little creepy.
Fun, yeah, really.
But again, you can see, and this is the plexiglass. I'm pointing to the screen, like you guys can see me pointing. This is the plexiglass here. But what the scare actors have started doing is they're able to reach under the glass, so they can see you. They're keeping their face in front of the glass.
So is that actually a child, or do you think that's like an adult dressed as a child?
I think it's all just really short people, but they're all
really?
like short. Yeah, I don't know if they can actually hire a full.
Well, I mean, they can. I just don't remember the stipulate. Because I mean, think about it. Like, there's child actors, and there's like children that sing and perform and dance, and so I know that they can. I just know there's like some really tight laws around it.
Stricter laws with it, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like the children's bedroom again. And this is awesome in real life because this is actually like 2D basically, and all this stuff kind of moves. But it looks like it's made from like a storybook. And like that's the whole point of it, is it looks like it's a drawing, but it's
Very cool.
Oh, so here's one of the scare actors. And again, so there's the plexiglass just by her face, so she can still like reach over, reach under. So it's still scary.
Right.
Yeah, people are saying spooky. Your mom's saying nope. She said no. Too scary for me. Oh my god. Oh, here. Maria said, as someone who works TV, I'm almost guaranteed they don't hire a child.
They don't hire child actors for HHN.
I remember when they had the Stranger Things house, which is based off of, the kids.
Yeah, it's based off the kids, right?
None of the kids were kids. They were
okay. They were all actors. Yeah,
that's right. They're probably not kids.
Yeah, because I mean, there's some very strict rules around that.
Oh yeah,
very very strict rules around.
There is, yeah, for sure. Yeah. So this is another one here. So, and with this one, looks like the plexiglass is down the whole side. I mean, now it does kind of reveal where the scare is going to be. Because when you see like the glass, you know that someone's back there.
Is it easy to see the glass though? Like I feel like if they light it right, so like if they have the light off in the area, and it may take a little more programming on their part.
Yeah.
If they had the light off in that area, then you wouldn't really see it. And then as soon as the scare actor, boom, lights on. Right.
The problem is not it's the fact that the glass is reflective and there's a lot of strobe lights going off. So when you see like all these lights, all these special effects, you see it reflecting.
Right.
That's the
I see.
That's the glass there. But
that's the giveaway.
Yeah, so that was a little taste of that was the Tooth Fairy house. And there's a really good POV on Orlando Informer. They have a really, really good POV. I can't show it tonight because it's on their channel, but if you guys want to look at a good POV, it is scary.
Very cool.
Even with the plexiglass. So now, Josh, what's going on in Busch Gardens, Virginia, where, like I know ours is a little different. What's going on with yours?
Yeah, sure. So Busch Gardens, Virginia, I say unfortunately, but we are very grateful that they're even doing anything. But unfortunately, they opted not to do any sort of scare zones, any haunted houses, any scare actors, nothing like that. The only thing that they are doing, so their event this year, it's normally called Howl-O-Scream. It's called Halloween Harvest, Busch Gardens Halloween Harvest. And basically they claim that they're going to have roaming ghouls and goblins around certain areas of the parks to add to the spooky, there it is, to add to the spookiness of the park. So like you'll see here on this image, the woman with the black fan, like that's one that's usually there every week. And all she does is kind of walk up and down beside you and kind of make some noises at you. But she doesn't really like dart at you or follow you or anything like that. So I think that's probably what it's going to be, is kind of actors that are just kind of roaming around but don't really have interaction with guests. You know what I mean?
Okay. So it's not really a full-on scare zone per se.
Oh, it's not a scare zone at all. Yeah, that was a big question, is were these going to be like scare zones, like with the the dudes with the chainsaws and they make them and make them rev up and stuff. No, it's not going to be that at all. Which is, I understand. In Virginia, things are very different from Florida, and so they are still heavily restricting the amount of attendance that can be accepted into Busch Gardens and subsequently King's Dominion, which is also, in Virginia. And I don't even think King's Dominion has even tried to reopen yet. They've kind of just said, nah, we'll wait. But Busch Gardens is, and I could be wrong on that. If they have, they're not marketing it very well, because I don't know whether or not King's Dominion is open.
Right.
But Busch Gardens, they reopened in August, I believe. Was it August? Yeah, it was August. They reopened, and it was very impressed. I was very impressed. Lauren and I got the opportunity to head up and check it out, and the safety plan that they had in place, and they they really did a phenomenal job with the sanitization and cleanliness of the park. And, they had literally, I kid you not, it was like every 100 feet, there was a hand sanitizer station. So I never felt like, I wasn't far away from some sort of disinfectant or opportunity to disinfect. Masks, they were very heavily enforcing those. There was one lady that was standing in line and she just kind of pulled it down on her chin, like you'll probably see many people in the Walmart do. And one of the attendants actually walked right over to her and said, "Ma'am, I need you to put your mask over your nose, please. It has to cover your nose." So I was very happy with how they handled things.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, this does look fun. So it's got the roaming ghouls and goblins. So it says when the sun goes down. So this is only at night. This part looks like. So it says from 5.
So right. So that's the way that they kind of do. I don't know if that's how they do it there in Florida, but they've always done Howl-O-Scream that way here in Virginia. So basically during the day, it's family friendly. They have things like the pumpkin scavenger hunt there. They have face painting. You get to meet the animals. Of course, the whole park is decorated out. But other than that, it's very much the same. They have some trick-or-treating opportunities as well for the kids. But other than that, the park remains mutually the same. Contactless trick-or-treating. But then at night, that's when all the, ghouls and goblins come out. They would have the scare zones and the houses and things like that. Unfortunately, the latter two, they're not going to be able to do this year, but they are still trying to have the, the ghouls and the goblins, and they're open later. They're open on Saturday, 8 to midnight, which I love that. I wish they would do that on more days. Yeah. The response to this was such an overwhelming success that within 15 minutes of opening ticket reservations, they opened reservations back this past Friday. And within 15 minutes, they opened at 11. By 11:15, 85% of all reservation time slots were sold out.
Wow.
In 15 minutes.
Oh
15 minutes. They're open. At that time, they were open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thursday, Friday, and Sunday had 3 reservation time slots. Saturday had 2 reservation time slots. And with that, 85% sold out in 15 minutes.
Wow. And that's funny because I feel like they may have thought that the demand wasn't there.
Right.
And that's actually what happened down here as well, is the parks thought there was no demand for this type of stuff. And everyone's like, no, bring it back. Like, we don't care if it's a light version or, whatever. Just we want something. And now selling out. But for some reason, these parks don't think that the demand was there, which is odd to me.
Well, I wonder if I think it's a fine balance. Like it is so hard for me to believe, and I think you and I already had this conversation, but it is so hard for me to believe that they would think the demand would not be there, because back in July, at least for our Busch Gardens, when they were talking about the possibility of being able to reopen when Virginia moved to phase 3, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, the number one question everybody was asking is, are you going to have Howl-O-Scream? Is Howl-O-Scream going to happen this year? Are you going to have your Halloween and Christmas events? Please tell me you're going to have Howl-O-Scream. They had to know that the demand was going to be. So I think it's probably a little bit of that, but probably more so the fact of, so they're only allowed to have in a Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, Virginia, can hold roughly 30,000 guests is what it's been reported. 30,000 guests. I know for you Florida folks, that doesn't sound like a lot at all. That's like fantasy land, okay? But here in Virginia, all right, that's a big deal. 30,000 guests, okay? They are limited to 1,000 guests right now. 1,000 guests. That's it. So I think it's less about the demand. Like, they know that the demand is there. It's just more about how much can we offer without completely turning ourselves upside down? Because that's the other thing. I think you and I also had this conversation, but these theme parks, and I think you could probably throw Disney into this right now, they have to be losing. Like, they are treading water with their hands up right now. Right. Because if they just remain closed, they risk becoming irrelevant. They risk people moving on. They risk people not caring anymore, and they just move on to something else. They forget about them. right? And so then they lose business that way. So they open back up so they stay relevant. They have these, HHN lights, this Halloween harvest, this, Howl-O-Scream light to try and stay relevant, try and remain in the spirit. But ultimately, they have to be losing money. They have to be. They have to be on the staffing and having the parks up. They have to be losing money, which sucks. I hate that for them.
Right. But I guess at the end of the day, they're actually not losing as much as if they were closed.
Right, because if they were closed, like I said, people could be moving on. And the other thing is, remember, when they're open right now, well, I know for you it's the case, and for me it's also the case, but a lot of the people that are probably using the park is probably not ticket-paying guests. Like, personally, now is not the time that I would be jumping up and down going, here, let me throw $1,000 at Disney World. I can't wait to go. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I would like to go to Disney World, but now that wouldn't be my first thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know that it's heavily restricted and the reservation system, and this is not open, and that is not, and this has changed, and you got to wear masks, And I think a lot of people that are using the parks are season pass holders, which already pay nothing to get into the park.
Right. They're already paid for. So essentially it's prepaid, so we can use it. But, I mean, you basically hit it on the head. Like, I personally wouldn't spend money for a day ticket right now, just because of the things that I go to Disney for aren't really there, like the fireworks and the shows and like the entertainment, basically. So yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it are locals and pass holders. And then I had this page up for a minute, so it looks like this is how you make your reservation. For Harvest, and then Saturdays Only also has a reservation. So that's super interesting. So this is Busch Gardens, Virginia. Now our Busch Gardens, let me see if I can bring up that page, but I also want to thank, so I saw, because the chat just reloaded again.
I know, and I dumped a big page up.
It keeps dumping messages like in bulk. Thank you to Scott Wilson and Cody for upgrading your memberships. That was really sweet. You guys have to do
that. That is very nice.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I also want to say hi to Mel. Welcome to the chat. Joanne, Mel's mom. Hello, welcome. This chat's just, this chat's crazy. It just is. All over the place. It comes in like this. So
YouTube is experiencing a issue tonight. It seems, not just on Peter's channel. It seems like there's hundreds of thousands of people experiencing issues right now. So it's one of those things.
Right. So for us, for this weekend, for me and Jen and my friends, we're going to Busch Gardens Tampa, which is different than Busch Gardens Virginia, as they are doing some sort of like a Howl-O-Scream event. It's not the full thing. Here, I'll bring it up here. Let's see here. So here it is. So they're still calling it Howl-O-Scream, which is weird, but there's there's no houses. It's just all scare zones. So
which this was the opening weekend this past weekend, right?
I think it was 2 weekends ago.
Oh, wow. Well, no, it's actually September 25th, right?
It was the same weekend HHN opened up. Because we ended up moving our reservation because of HHN.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But and then they released the Scare Zone map, and so like this is actually recent. I haven't really seen this yet, but this is the Scare Zone map, like around the park. So
wow.
Let me see if I can download it and we can get it better. It's still the same size, but it looks like basically everywhere you're walking.
Can you zoom? Yay!
There we go. It looks like everywhere you're walking has something going on. And there's 10, which is a lot. I mean, because I think they usually have 8, but they're doing 10 this year. Wow. And this is my first time to ed to any Howl-O-Scream event. So we're super excited because HHN Lite had the opposite. They had 2 houses, but no scare zones. So I'm curious to see what this is about.
And then Busch Gardens, we got just the rug yanked out, and we got nothing. But that's all right. We get festive. So the big draw for me, or the big thing that made me happy about Halloween Harvest, was they opened more rides. Mm-hmm. So I don't know about you guys, I mean, I'm sure the rides are open for you guys down there, but like for up here, so like in August, they literally like basically cut the park in half. And so like the right side of the park with those rides or those roller coasters were open. I mean, it was like 3 or 4 roller coasters, like a little merry-go-round, like that was that. Like there were some restaurants. So like it was fine. It was perfect because the reservation was a 4-hour slot. So like it was plenty to do in 4 hours. You got to ride the coasters a couple times. You rode the different rides. You had lunch, and that was that. With Halloween Harvest, they've opened a lot more of I think most of the coasters will be open now, which is really, really nice. Some of my favorites will be open. So I think Lauren and I are going to try and get up there at least once next month.
Yeah, because your pass, how long is your pass until again?
Well, it was supposed to expire in July, but it's being extended until well, they said it'll be extended at least as long as the full park shutdown is in existence. And so technically that is like right now, even with them doing these small specialized events, the pass is still on pause. Like they're not counting it against me because the full park is not. Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, so that's something that they're not doing down here.
So if the full park doesn't even open until March of next year, they'll essentially extend my pass. You know what? 6, 7, 8 months.
Wow. See, that's a really good deal. That's awesome because that's nice that like they're not charging you for half the park and you know,
right.
That's really awesome.
But that's what I'm saying. As season pass holders, like we don't have to pay anything to go to these, and with our pass, like we got free parking. So literally, like when we go, the only thing that we have to pay for is if we get a locker or our meal, which I have no problem paying for because, like I said, I definitely want them to stay there. I want them to stay in business, so I don't mind paying for my meal, so that they can stay in business. And
for sure,
yeah.
But and it sounds like you guys with your nighttime harvest event, it sounds similar to scare zones. I mean, I know they're not calling them scare zones, but if they're having ghouls around the park. Is that essentially a scare zone?
It basically is a scare zone without interaction. So like they'll be there, but they're not going to interact with you.
I see.
Right? So it's just, I think it's more so for festivity, like to make it feel like it's Halloween. You've got a creepy clown walking around with a big hammer, but he's not going to start chasing you and whacking the hammer at you. You know what I mean? Like he's just there.
Right. So now I know last year was your first year going to like any sort of haunt event. How do you like them?
Was it last year? No, it was the year before. Last year was my second year. Yeah, it was the year before. Yeah, but I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. They're a lot of fun. No. Busch Gardens is kind of like Lauren and I's tradition now. Like that's we've been going ever since we started dating, and it's our fun little tradition. We have a great time.
Yeah. And going to a theme park, especially when you're a pass holder, it's nice because it's prepaid. Like you're not really, you're going and for me, it's like when I first moved down here, it was a lot of going just to walk and because I basically went from when I lived up in Ohio, I didn't really move a lot.
Right.
It lightly because it was cold and gross and I just didn't want to leave the house. But down here it's definitely more outdoor activities and it's nice living down in the South. Like even though Florida's not really considered the South, we're the deep South maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, y'all are borderline the Caribbean, okay?
Oh my gosh. So okay, let's see if we can get the chat fixed because Frank says I hope this fixed before our other shows tonight. I hope so. I really hope so.
I know.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that we can't really see. I mean, it does load. It just comes.
I know. Doesn't YouTube know that we all have a full block of YouTube programming tonight? Goodness gracious. Get it together.
But anyway, now as far as Disney goes, because like we talked about every park down here except for Disney. Disney's doing their Halloween cavalcades, and I'll show you a little bit of that. And that I actually haven't seen yet because I haven't had a chance to go because the park's closing so early. Like Magic Kingdom is really the only park doing Halloween stuff right now.
And that's the one that closes early.
They close at like 6, but luckily they were able to extend hours, I think, so I have a park pass for, I think it's next week, like next Friday or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I'm happy because it's extended till 8. So that's
yay. Yay.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Does that come with the Florida reopening? Or did Disney have that planned before?
No. That was before that. That was
Okay.
before that. I think what happened was they kind of noticed that people wanted the parks to be open later, and they've slowly been increasing like the park hours,
Nice.
which is great. Here, let me show you this. So you have your classic Mickey pumpkins up there, and then I don't know if I can find. So they have the Cadaver Dans, which is basically like the singing group, but when they are in Halloween outfits, they are Cadaver Dans versus
Right.
Dans.
Yeah.
I wish I could show you guys like the cavalcades, but it's basically what a cavalcade is not
It's like
really
one parade float.
It's
right?
like one parade float with a couple of performers.
Yeah.
It happens like every half hour, so it's kind of like but to be honest, like me and a few other people, like we said we preferred it that way because you're basically getting like an all-day parade.
But isn't the street like always closed now?
No, because it happens so quick. Like within like 30 seconds, the parade float's gone and like the street's back open. But it happens every half hour. So
Right.
it's nice because you're basically getting an all-day parade when normally you had the Festival of Fantasy parade that was once a day at 3 o'clock, and that was it. That was it. If you missed it, you missed it. So this is I mean, they're actually performing more than they did for the parade. So
Right. I wonder if the performers like that.
I don't know. That would be a good question to have if they like going. I don't know why you're so small now. There we go. I don't know if they would like doing it every half hour. I mean, we like it as a guest, point of view.
Right.
That's a good question because they basically go through and they got to start again, and then they go through, they start again. So I don't know, but. And then also this Friday I was able to get another park pass for Epcot. So Friday, if you guys are in here, Friday I'll be streaming from Epcot. That'll be like my first in-park stream in like forever because I couldn't get a park pass.
Yay!
Epcot on Friday is open until 9 p.m. 9 p.m.
Wow.
We're actually getting.
Hey, did you ever hear anything more of the fireworks show?
Well, yes and no. I mean, I saw like an article from Disney saying that they just said that they were in fact testing the fireworks for the new show, but they didn't really say much more. I mean,
They didn't say like a timeline or anything.
They were just saying they were saying with all the production of the new show, they needed to actually do a real test.
Right.
This was their first ever test of the new fireworks. So
wow.
Yeah. So I mean, that was pretty cool that night.
Yeah.
That was last Wednesday, wasn't it?
It was last Wednesday, yeah.
Oh,
that was a 1 week ago. Yep.
Was. Yeah. So Anthony has a question for you. Are you going to renew your pass for Busch Gardens?
Yes, absolutely. Whenever they make me. I mean, I don't know when that's. I'm assuming they're going to send an email or something at this point because, like I said, it's on pause. They said it's on pause until at least the full general park has reopened. But what I think because that's going to be so confusing because you gotta think about it. Like I bought my pass in July, but then this Joe Bob could have bought his pass in August, and then this one could have bought. So I think what they're probably going to do, what it sounds like, is they're gonna like make the passes good like until July. Like let's say that in March they reopen at full capacity, whatever, in March of 2021. Let's just say. Then in July, like they'll make them, you know, everybody's is good until July. If you were due to expire in 2019, and then you'll need to renew. You know, I think that's probably because I was due to expire. Well, no, I was due to expire in 2020. So yeah, if you were due to expire like the first part of 2020, your park will be good. Your pass will be good until the middle of 2021, and then you'll need to renew.
Yeah, I mean
that's what I think they'll probably do.
Yeah, and they're the only ones because I feel like down here they're not doing that because our parks have been open fully.
Right.
That's awesome that they're allowing you to.
Well, no, they did it for you guys. They did the same thing. You guys have just already passed that point. So like, because your pass got extended, right?
It got extended, but there was never a period where we were able to go to the park while the pass was still paused.
Oh, I see.
So like you're able to go to your park while your pass is paused.
Right. I mean, it's not because like they have to scan it.
Right.
But it is in the fact that it's not counting against me.
It's not counting against your months. Yeah.
Right. Around my months on my power.
100% free.
Right.
That's really awesome.
That's great on them. Like I said, they're a fabulous park, fabulous company. They always have taken care of their customers. Anything that I've suggested or had a comment about, they've always been very attentive to it, and the food's always great. I really can't say enough nice things about the park.
Yeah, I'm on a similar kind of thing with Universal because my pass expired in March, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, March of last year. And then, but my pass had a 6-month free promo on it when I bought it. So it was set to give me 6 months free. So what happened was in March, I was supposed to be extended by 6 months for free. And what ended up happening was because of COVID, like I'm now extended for 9 months free. So I'm getting 9 months free. So my pass does not expire until December 31st.
Wow.
I'm basically going to Universal for free as well on my free months.
Right.
Into all this 9 months free, which was originally 6.
That's very nice of them.
Yeah. So I'll have to renew mine as well. But,
yeah. Very cool.
Let me see if we can get any chat going, and then we'll probably wrap up here a little bit.
Yeah. It's almost 8 o'clock.
It is. See, look, Natalie even said crazy how time flies. That's true. That is true. I think she was referring to like last week, but still on crazy how time flies.
I know
it. Yeah, so we'll be heading over to Josh's channel, Cruise with Josh, in 1 hour's time for his show. But yeah, I'm sorry the chat has been acting up tonight. Hopefully in an hour it'll be okay.
Hopefully in an hour it's fixed. Goodness gracious. I mean, we always talk a lot anyway, but still, like I think we're gonna want to hear from the chat tonight. So,
yeah, it's kind of lonely without hearing from the chat. Like I like interacting.
Yeah.
I mean, without the chat, it's basically me and you on a FaceTime call.
Right. We are streaming our FaceTime call right now. That's what's happening, and you creepos are watching it.
I like interacting with the chat, but yeah, so I'm sure a chunk will load right after we end it, but I just want to thank everybody for being here and hanging out with us. If you can, please give the stream a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We'll be going live Friday from Epcot, and then the following Friday, I believe, from Magic. But until then,
you gotta ding that notification bell so you don't miss it.
Ding that bell, or else you won't know that it's going live. Because I also go live at like random times. Like I usually do like random Sunday surprise streams. Because last minute I'll be like, I want to stream today. So it's very last minute. So if you have the bell ding, that's even better.
Ding the bell.
Yeah. But guys, we'll see you in 1 hour over on Josh's channel. Let's do the outro. Josh, you know it.
All right, you ready? Tune in next time for your dose
of extra magic. All right, guys.
Bye. We'll see you in an hour. We're still waving.
No, it's I don't know if we're actually still live right now.